Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for F1 Manager 2024 as we continue our creative team run here with Broyar Racing. Up next in 4 days, we got Monza. Not too far away. Right now, everybody's pretty happy, so that is good to see. I mean, we're exactly where we need to be. Actually, a little bit above where we need to be for the season objective, which is all we care about this year, as well as doing as much research as we possibly can, which we're continuing to do that as well. I think all this is fine. Wait, do we still have to arrange a meeting? Apparently we still have to arrange a meeting. Weird. Okay. Mark all this red. Let's go ahead and make sure we replace some of these. Everything looks good there. Any parts we need to manufacture. Chassis okay. Front wing, let's get one of those. One of these days we will stop making these, but not quite yet, I don't think. Good there, good there. We do need another underfloor. And suspension, okay. Alright, we're good with everything else at the moment. Let's keep going. Checked our facilities in a little while. Let me just take a little run through these. That's not what I wanted. Just wanted to look at them. Those all look good. Those all look good. Operations all look good at the moment. Let's go ahead and keep going then. So this is a power circuit. So if we've got our slightly better engines, we probably want to run those today.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Looks like we're gonna have a little bit of rain on Sunday, which is not great. I mean, it's always never fun to have rain, at least at the level that we're at right now. But we'll go ahead and put. Let me put a little skip in here. I'll go ahead and do practice and qualifying, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. Got both cars up to 100%. Looks good. Got our best engines on both of them. Those look all right as well. We're gonna get a little bit of rain today, so let's take a look at that. See. Looks like it's gonna be inters. I mean, currently we've got it set for 35. That's probably pretty accurate. We'll probably need to adjust this during the race itself, so not really much for us to do right now. I mean, can we make the hard stretch until then? Technically, I mean, we can go a little bit further past this as well. Not much, but it's gonna be tight, but we'll make this work, I guess. And so we'll just do hards on both of those and start out as normal, and let's see if we can get going here. I'm feeling very confident about this race. I don't know, just pit strategy is not really in my favor. I think most everybody else is on hards as well. There's one person on softs, a couple of people on softs, but most of the people are on hards. All right, let's go ahead and let's say yes and yes, and that and that. And that seems to be working for us so far. And let's just zip through this. We're kind of getting at the stage of the season where I'm just kind of ready to just push through as quickly as possible. Apparently we had an accident.
Flag here, heading through the Curva Grande, and you can see how tight it is.
That's not tight at all.
And you can see how the cars come together.
What are you talking about?
To pick themselves up.
Oh, he just crashed into the back of us. That was rude.
And not much that the team can do about it.
I'm assuming he takes the penalty for that. Yeah, we're out completely. Wow, that was just very rude. Now we're actually going to get a full-on safety car here, so it doesn't really matter what we do here. That's gonna, I mean, we had a brand new engine, we had a brand new everything on this thing. That is going to be very costly. I mean, there's really nothing for us to do. We're just going to run this out and be just normal. With one car down, our best car down, I'm not even going to care about what happens here. We'll just get through the race quickly and accept our fate. I can't believe he took both of us out. That's so, it's so messed up. I guess I can push the fuel a little bit because we're going to have less fuel when the rain comes anyway. Or yes, less fuel usage, I should say. And if our engine's destroyed and everything else is destroyed, I'm going to be very frustrated. I have a feeling there's half our car is destroyed right now. Keep pushing the fuel a bit. Like I said, we're gonna get most of this back later anyway. I'll call that good enough on the fuel. Expected to pit in at lap 35. Now the rain's already starting now. Not really going to push anything yet. We're going to get closer to lap 30 before I even think about potential pitting. Alright, it's lap 30. Let's go look at the weather. 9 more minutes. So we're running how many laps, or what time is the laps, I should say? Man and a half laps. So that's like 6 more laps at least. So let's keep it going. Lap 35 is starting to look a bit more likely. Oh, we're getting a virtual safety car. That's going to slow us down a lot. Well, not a lot. Okay, actually, it's just a virtual safety car. We actually don't get slowed down that much for that. Bunch of people pitting in now, but it's still not quite time for the rain, in my opinion. So I'm going to keep pushing. I mean, I get it was under virtual safety car, so maybe it would have been a good time, but I'm going to go one more lap when we cross the line here. So we'll go ahead and schedule our pit now. A little risky to be pushing like this. We're about to pit in, but I mean, if we don't have a little bit of risk here, then what's the point? Fortunately, this is going to be our one and only pit to get us points overall. For the pit crew, that is. We actually had a very fast pit stop and still came out pretty far back in the pack. All things considered.
Two secs. There's been a crash.
Three laps to go when we cross the line. Alright, let's go full on attack. Full on deploy here for those last 2 laps. Now on the fuel. All that good enough? All right, 13th. And we were right on the tail of 12th, so honestly, not too bad, I guess, all things considered. Definitely made this episode real quick, though, because, like, what are we going to do? Like, we lost our best driver and our best car. Like, there's not much for us to do except just suck it up and push forward, you know? It is what it is. We're actually dead last on this. Man, apparently, we got to keep pushing our pit crew even further into the twos. Oh, how much damage did we take? Research complete on the chassis. That's good. ATR starts today as well. That's awesome. Probably be some more chassis stuff, to be honest. All right, so you need a replacement. That's fine. Yep, of course the powertrain's done. Of course the powertrain's done. Brand new engine we just put on there. Done. Honestly, though, we're probably at the stage now of the season where we're not going to gain much else. We might as well just run bad parts at this point forward. Yeah, we'll just run this. I mean, I'm not going to replace these engines. We're not going to replace any of this stuff. And we have to replace this, obviously, because we have to. But we're going to run this into the ground. It is what it is. We're going to run the ERS into the ground. It is what it is. We're going to run the engine into the ground. I don't want to spend money on stuff right now at this point in the season. There's not going to be much gains for us anyway. She crashed the car. She gets to deal with a broken car for the rest of the season. That's on her. Well, I guess it's not really her because somebody else crashed into her. But you know what I mean. It is what it is. All right, we do have some research available, and of course, we do want to go ahead and just research, I guess, the chassis, because it's the thing that's taken the most punishment in the regulation changes. And usually, I believe, what is it, airflow middle? I don't know why I always forget these. Airflow middle is usually what we go for here. So again, almost 10% out of all these other ones, which is huge. I'll put as many engineers we got on there. And let's go. I mean, we're going to have to buy some parts because they're going to run out before the end of the season anyway. But I'm not going to go crazy with it. We've got how many races left? We got more than I thought we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 8 races left. But still, we just can't afford. Like, it's not about this year. This year is not the point. The whole point of this year is just to be above 9th or above. That's all we care about, which we already are. We don't care if we're dead last for the rest of the season at this point. So, yeah, I think we just accept that the car's broken and we run a broken car basically until we can't, until it's dead in the water. And then if we are forcibly have to buy a part because we just literally have no parts to put on at all, well then so be it. But until then, we run the dead car and that'll be fine. All right, well, short episode. I mean, what are you gonna do when the car crashes first lap? So we'll put a cut in there when we come back. Hopefully we'll at least have a non-crash next time and can actually finish a race, but we'll see. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.